Today, I got a really good video for you if you guys are looking for a budget camera that can elevate your vlogging or your streaming journey. So everyone, I wanted to introduce you to this new camera that I purchased. It's been around for a while. I'm just getting to it now because I have this one already. So it is the Sony ZV-E10. Now, pretty late to the game, right? I have my Fuji already, but you know, I've been trying to face this issue with my Fujifilm X-T200 for a while about overheating and things like that. If I run it in 4K, it'll overheat in like 30 minutes. Then I gotta put it away. I've done every little tactic I've had, minus like putting a fan back there, opening the battery door, things like that, putting it in a cooler place while I'm recording, but still to no avail. It does overheat to some degree. Another issue that I have is that it's recording time. So if it's running in 4K, I have about 15 minutes, and if it's 30, if it's like 1080p, then I have like 30 minutes. I bought it for basically vlogging, running around. It's a lighter system. I saw it, I'm like, you know what? I think it's time. I'll tell you some of the pros and cons that for me, and hopefully it'll help you get you to the position where you can purchase this one. But I do believe a Mark II is coming, so maybe you want to hold out for that one. So this one came with a 32 gig card, which I probably won't be using. I have some other ones here. Bigger ones. So let's open it up for here. So here's what you get in the box. You know, the usuals. So this is the unit right here. Let's see. Let's pull everything out here. That is pretty much it. So you have an adapter, because I'm in the Philippines here. You have your, which I never use this honestly. You have your charger here. I mean, I guess your USB-C charger that goes with this. And I guess, honestly, does it come with two chargers? What is this? Oh, okay. This is actually your wall charger. What is this, dude? Oh, okay. You plug it into here, because, sorry, I'm stupid. Plug it into here, and then you plug it to the camera, and straight away you charge it this way. What is this? Oh, this is the Sony onboard, like, I guess, dead cat for them. I'll be honest with you, pretty ignorant to the Sony ecosystem here, because I've never owned a Sony, honestly. Canon I have, obviously this Fuji, never Sony. But as you can see, it is white, and they had nothing else. But I do like white. As you can see from before, most of my cars are white. This one is clipping here, and I'll test it out with some other stuff. But allegedly, this is great. So right here, these are great. This is great for vlogging. I don't know. So outside of that, I'll test out the other features on it, and maybe you can kind of compare to my Fuji here. But generally speaking, I bought this. This is going to be my main camera, because this pretty much has like almost like it has a more extended recording time than my Fuji. And my Fuji is going to probably be, it's going to turn into my my B camera. This has a detachable lens, which I like, which I will probably be buying a Sigma lens for this, just like I did it for this one. So this one is already 16 by 50, I believe. This is the kit lens. So this is the camera right here, the Sony ZV-E10. I can tell right now it's a lot lighter than my Fuji, and I'll be honest with you, I only got this, like you can look at other videos for all the features, but I only got this because it has product showcase, it's very light, and from what I hear, very versatile. And although a few years old, still very good for what it offers. Now, for the price, I got this for about 43,000 pesos. The American equivalent is right here. It comes with a kit lens, so just not the body. Aside from the product showcase, I like that it has the screen like this, so I can vlog. I'm gonna hook up my my little table tripod on here, and I'm gonna slide in a SD card in here and record from there. And you guys let me know what you guys think about the quality compared to the Fuji here. Who's it for? Probably someone's elevating themselves from using an iPhone or any phone, wanting to get some type of customization when it comes to lenses. If you want like a 16mm like this, or something wider, smaller, things like that. I am planning to get like I think there's like a 16 to 70mm, I forgot the name, it starts with a T. That looks like a really promising lens that I might purchase in the next few months. So great thing about this, you can add a external microphone on here, which is right here. It's like a plug and play from my point of view here. So this is what you get from the ZV-E10 Sony camera. This is a stock mic right now. Played around with it a little bit just to understand the ecosystem, or the system, the Sony system. Like I said, I've never owned a Sony camera. I've done Canon, Nikon, Fuji, never Sony, but it's very user friendly, honestly. So now I'm gonna put the product showcase on if I can, and you can zoom in as you see how much you can zoom in. Oh, look at those pores. Look at those pores. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, for vlogging, super light. It's like lighter than, oh my goodness, it's like, it feels like my phone, honestly, compared to this Fuji. This Fuji is huge. Watch, I'll show you. This Fuji's huge, man. But then again, even with kit lens, it was still pretty heavy. The great thing is, you know you're recording because there's a red box on this right now, which I like about Sony. I've never had a camera that did that. You also see the red LED light right here. So let's do a quick product showcase and see if it's working. My grapefruit, yes, very good. And back to me, back to the grapefruit, very good. So it is pretty quick in that sense. Like, I wanted to showcase this, yeah, and then so let me see how consistent it is. It's fluffy there, right there. Take some seconds there. So let's say I want to showcase that. I can't be that close, I guess. Boom. Okay. Let's test it out. Good. Okay, so I mean, I like it. So let's test the microphone. I'll switch it out, and then you let me know which one you prefer. After post edit, I'm not gonna really adjust anything. I'm not gonna adjust anything at all, actually. I'll finish up the video with my pros and cons, who's it for, and the value it can potentially give you. Okay, so right now I should be on the microphones right now. It is picking up that I see here. Mic check, mic check, mic check. So it shouldn't be picking up from there, but I might have to go into the settings if it's bad, so I'm just gonna double check. I did a few things here. Now I'm still on the Comica microphones, a wireless microphone system, not on the stock or onboard microphone on the Sony. However, I did adjust it to 15 on the volume to see if there's a difference there compared to the other one. But outside of that, this is pretty much it. Keep it a bit competitive because it's not really a fair fight, because this is a 16mm Sigma Prime lens on my Fuji. And I can tell you right now, my Fuji, you can't, this thing's sharp right now, right? From what I'm seeing on the Sony. However, some pros and cons, right? This is my conclusion to the thing. Some pros of the pros of the Sony is that it's light, it's super intuitive, very friendly, and I basically knew where to go, how to do it, take care of it. Did a few adjustments because I have some knowledge in camera settings and things like that. Some cons off the bat right now is that the stock lens, if you're just dealing with stock for stock, like I wish I broke my Fuji stock film, but I mean, I broke my Fuji stock lens, so I can't really compare 100%. But I will. The cons is like with anything, it's not really a con. You would have to upgrade it to get that better look and things like that. Another con is that's all I have right now, because this thing is just a bit lighter than my Fuji. It just presents better, right? I can carry it with me, nothing crazy. But then again, I already know myself. If you were wanting to put a 16mm on here, it's gonna stick out. Honestly, it's the lens is probably gonna be heavier than the camera. But some other cons for me is I can't really even think of any right now, honestly. Right? Maybe I'm just too optimistic. But generally speaking, pros wise, I probably see a bit more value in this right here. Like, number one, it's been known that this thing doesn't overheat. It has unlimited recording times, and when it comes to overheating, maybe in moderate temperatures, obviously. Unlimited recording time compared to the Fuji, it's just not there, man. Like, the Fuji is great, but 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or 30 minutes, I'll be doing podcasts, so I definitely need something that records more, right? More time. I mean, more, you know, give me more time. The weight alone, like I said before, the weight is good. And honestly, they're both plastic, so I'm not gonna, build quality is whatever for me. Versatility wise, this one is a bit more versatile because I can carry it around. Because if you were to look right next to the, like, compare this with next to my Fuji, this thing's a lot smaller. Like, this thing can probably fit in my pocket, just the body alone, if I wanted to. So that is my conclusion on my Sony ZV-E10. Hopefully, this is my honest review, right? Because at the end of the day, who's it for? Somebody who's not really gonna geek out on camera settings and all the camera things, video things. I just literally want this thing to be, you know, pretty much plug and play. Like, I just want to create content, record, and maybe down the road update the lens for the aesthetic appeal and, you know, things like that. So this is like entry level anyway. So if that's you, this might be a camera for you. If you're the type of person that doesn't want to carry like a huge camera all the time, this is more than likely for you. If you want the versatility of having a external microphone, and I can put my video micro on here, which is pretty much, it's fine as well. So there's versatility there, like most entry level cameras. Price wise, within the under like $700-800 range, I think it's good. I mean, here in the Philippines, I think it was closer to 900. So that's because, you know, it's the Philippines, and things are a little bit expensive here compared to in the States. But this is for you if you are elevating from or moving from an iPhone and want more options for aesthetic appeal, cinematic looks. That might be for you. So keep all these things I'm saying with a grain of salt, because obviously my point of view of things is plug and play. I want it to look good, and I don't want to really have enough thinking time into how I want to create it and things like that. I'm all about, like, just let me just make the video as best quality as possible when it comes to aesthetic appeal and looks wise, and try to tell a story. And that's pretty much me. Hopefully that gives you some value. Hopefully maybe you're the same way. If you want to geek out, I think you can geek out with this camera as well. I just realized something. I had the steady mode, or to keep it steady, like, I had it on active, which crops it in. Didn't realize that. I apologize. So it changes the perspective, my perspective right now. So it does let in more of the environment, because I mean, obviously I'm moving around, so it's not gonna be steady. So this might be more of my vlogging setting right here. And I'm gonna put it in, it's still in intelligent mode, but it does bring in. So not to say I'm not gonna buy another lens, but I do have to say that I'll have fun with this lens for a while, at least until I move on to buy another lens that does give me more of, let me see, let me check. Does it blur it out? I don't know, gives me more depth, but I will more than likely have to go with another lens. But I just realized this lets way more in. I've been using it the wrong way. Goes to show you, I don't know nothing about Sony's or this particular camera. Once again, I want to thank you for jumping on here. If you want to be a guest on the podcast, my Calendly is going to be down below for you to get on there, reserve some time. I'm looking to interview different people, different backgrounds, just interesting people. And if you want some one-on-one time with me when it comes to leadership, management, you know, being accountable to life and just keeping your, if you're in a rut and you want to move forward with life, hit me up in my email. It's going to be right here. Hopefully I can give you value that way as well. So take care. God bless. I hope you like the review. This is the Sony ZV-E10. Take care. Goodbye.